Hello everybody, this is Armstrong Hyper Sports here, back again with another video today. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be reviewing the Toronto Maple Leafs game on Tuesday night against the Tampa Bay Lightning, where the Toronto Maple Leafs ended up closing out the victory 2-1 to secure the 3-point lead back over Florida. However, Florida has a game in hand. However, due to recent coronavirus outbreaks and news, there's a chance the league could actually be cancelled tomorrow, or at least suspended. So these videos might be getting fallen back a little bit, but it's okay. I have some other ideas that we could be uploading over the time that we were offline. Anyways, let's get into this preview. Starting off the game, the Maple Leafs come out of the gate absolutely flying. You can tell they definitely want to make up for their terrible Western road trip, which I decided not to do videos on since it was already too far behind. I didn't want to stop making a video reviewing 4 different games. Anyways, the Leafs were absolutely terrible in those games, specifically their offense going absolutely dry. Even though I thought that goaltending played really good and defense played better, as good as it probably could have, considering some of the injuries we were having. In other news, at the beginning of this game, it was stated that Morgan Rielly was going to be back in the lineup. The guy who has been missing for a couple of weeks now, almost a month. I think it's been almost a month, with I believe it was a broken finger. I don't know. Correct me on that in the comment section down below. The Maple Leafs come out of the gate absolutely flying, out shooting Tampa Bay in the first period. I believe it was 16-5 or something crazy like that. And it was a 16-1 lead after the first 10 minutes. William Nylander opens up the scoring. However, first Tampa Bay had a little bit of a power play themselves, as the Maple Leafs, getting some offensive zone pressure, ended up giving away a shorthanded chance for the Lightning. But despite being shorthanded, the Maple Leafs looked like the better team, even getting 2 shorthanded chances, including a post by Engvall, using his speed to get to the outside, and what should have been a little bit of a penalty, a little bit of a poke there by, I believe it was Braden Point. God Spencer just barely took Engvall to the outside to the outside a little bit with his stick, forcing the shot to go slightly wide and hitting the post. My goodness. After that power play, the Maple Leafs continue to carry their aggression, carry the momentum out of the power play, which is good. And they end up getting their own power play. On this power play, a little bit of magic. Tyson Barrie over to the left, just behind the left hash marks. Mitch Marner sees Tavares in front. He wants to go for his classic slap pass to Tavares, where Tavares tips it into the goal. Instead, he goes for a little bit of a softer pass. Tavares tips in front, boom, a little bit of a rebound off of Vasilevsky's pad, and Nylander, being an absolute bulldog in front of the net, sees the puck rebound off, fishes it, boom, brings it back to his forehand, boom, and buries it through the open net. I put my camera a little bit there. Through the empty net, in past Vasilevsky. 1-0 lead by the Maple Leafs. Well deserved, by the way, after an incredible start to the game, just all over the Lightning. I swear to God, if we could play like this every single game and not have this inconsistency that's been haunting this team, we would be an absolute threat. I'm not kidding. We'll be playing as the Lightning, playing like absolute gods. I'm not kidding. It looks like we're playing against a beer league team. I mean, you could argue that, oh, it's only because Tampa's missing Stamkos and half of their defensive blue line. Oh my God, duh. Even with the missing Stamkos and half their blue line, we also have injuries, the main one being Mikheyev, and now we have those guys back. Even without those guys, Tampa still is one of the better teams in the league on paper. You still have Braden Point, you still have Kucherov. Sure, you don't have that same power play threat with Stamkos on the blue line to blast it, but it's with Point and Kucherov's incredible passing, you still have a pretty good threat there. You also still have a pretty good blue line with Sergachev back there. You still have Cernak back there. It's still a great blue line, even with the couple injuries that you have. Not to mention a couple additions on the blue line, which has raised this team up. So even with the injury to Stamkos, with Gaudreau and Maroon, that more or less evens out not having Stamkos. Especially since, let's be honest, even if Stamkos did get a goal here, I don't think it would have been any different. Stamkos would not have made the difference. And even the second half of the defensive core that Tampa is missing, I don't think it would have made much of a difference. Anyways, even if rambling on, 1-0 Toronto Maple Leafs. Tampa Bay starting to come alive a little bit. They're starting to gain their legs back after 11, 12, 13 minutes of Toronto dominating. You can tell Tampa's starting to get the momentum back. They're starting to wake up. The coach, probably not very happy. They're starting to skate a little bit more, starting to get some shots, and they even out what was a 16-1 shot differential. And it ended up being like 19-6 or something. Still pretty bad, but they at least start to come back. And they ended up carrying this momentum into the second period with having a pretty good second period. They had a couple shots on Toronto. Anderson, who was brilliant this entire game with a 970 save percentage. Great. He's had 2 of his better games, to be honest with you, in this whole season. And during the rest of the road trip, he was playing against the he was playing against the LA Kings, who we ended up losing to in the shootout 0-1. But not allowing a single goal in regulation is beautiful, is great for Anderson's standard this year. As Anderson has been, okay, I'm going to put this nicely, absolutely terrible since the month of November. I'm not kidding, since November he's been terrible. October he was okay, actually a pretty good October for Anderson standards, but then starting in mid-November he really started declining and declining, and in February it was like, oh my god, Anderson, get out of there. It wasn't pretty at all. On this next goal, Toronto does a poor job taking out 6 in front of the net. Post chances, leading to a 3-time attempt by the Lightning, eventually leading to Andre Palat being able to sneak it past Anderson. This all started with Nylander, who has been one of the best players on Toronto for the last couple games with his incredible offensive capabilities. This goes to show that he still is struggling defensively. He still is struggling with watching the puck and actually managing to take a guy. Mono coming back with a guy behind him. He doesn't hustle to the net whatsoever. He's floating towards the net like him, Kapanen, and other guys on the team are bad for doing, even Tavares. He's drifting towards the net. There's a guy over here on just in between the left hash marks and the net. Gets a shot, rebound by Anderson, another shot, boom, another stop by Anderson. But then the guy who Nylander was supposed to be covering, is able to boom, speed past Nylander. Whoa! Get in front of the net, into position. Nylander tries to quickly get to the front of the net, but he's not quite quick enough. He's not able to lift the puck due to body position advantage. Andre Palat gets the puck. Anderson, not sure what he's doing. I mean, he did just stop 2 shots, but he's all unorthodox on his side, legs up in the air like this. If there was another chance there, he's not stopping it. Andre Palat with Anderson doing a somersault 360 no scope, whatever that is, pokes it through. The game is tied 1-1. Toronto on the power play in the third period continues their power play success with a power play goal from Austin Matthews, keeping him in the Richard Rocket race, with Ovechkin being behind and Pasternak being behind by only 1 goal. Matthews from Mono's beautiful cross-scheme pass. Toronto shuffling it back around the outsides of the net like they usually do in the power play. Puts it down below. Mono coming in. Tampa giving him way too much time. Tampa, you can't be giving Mono that much time with the creativity this kid has. Mono, he likes the space. He can see. Okay. Now, this is what's going through Mono's mind right now. So he's there, sitting, the genius he is, and he sees 3 Tampa players in front of the net, all with their sticks in between him and Matthews. And he thinks, so I have to pass it through 3 sticks. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Whoa, perfect. On a platter. Matthews on the opposite side of the net. Vasilevsky on the side, focusing on Mono. Whoa, tries to come back. He's not able to. Matthews controls the puck beautifully. Whoa, boom. Dishes it in the empty net. Beautiful. And Toronto is up by 1. 2-1 Leafs with 16 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the third period. Toronto, with some beautiful pressure in the defensive zone and some decent chances themselves in the offensive zone, them being able to get it out of their zone and keep it in the offensive zone of Tampa for as much as possible, cycling down low and being physical down low against the nets. Beautiful work by Toronto. And these last 16 minutes was just an absolute shooting gallery. Tampa in our area shoots. Anderson makes the stop. Beautiful. Back the other way. Shoot. Vasilevsky makes the stop. Both goalies, it was just going back and forth from zone to zone to zone. Shoot, stop, shoot, stop, shoot, stop. It was back and forth. There's an absolute incredible goalie battle between Frederick Anderson and Andrei Vasilevsky. Literally, you can't ask for anything more if you're a goalie fan. With 11 minutes to go, there was a chance in front of Toronto's net, this was a big controversy. Killorn just comes right in when the whistle has already blown pretty much. Like, let's be honest, the puck, it should have been waved down. Anderson had the puck. And Killorn comes in and he straight up sits on the goalie. I'm not even kidding. Nobody pushed him in. He wasn't coming with any speed. He literally just skated in all casually and thought, oh, I'll just flop on top of the goalie. Boom! And there was zero retaliation from Toronto? Like, come on, that guy should be killed. I'm not kidding. Like, you look at any other team in the NHL, and if you even give their goalie an ice shower, the whole team runs up at you wanting to fight you. Killorn straight up just lays on top of Anderson, a goalie who's already had some injury and concussion problems in the past. When the whistle should have been already blown, and you don't retaliate? I mean, I guess you're wondering, 11 minutes to go, we have a 1-goal lead, giving this Tampa power play yet another chance to capitalize could end up blowing our chances to win this game, which is true. But I'm not saying you have to come up and start beating the crap out of the guy and getting a power play and going short-handed. But come on, lift him up, give him a little shove. The refs are not going to give you a penalty just because you're trying to give your goalie some self-defense and pull the guy out of there. That's something you have to do. Eight minutes later, Hyman. Oh my goodness, Hyman. Oh my goodness, they're gonna pull the goalie soon. They're gonna pull the goalie soon. I'm worried. They're gonna score. Oh my goodness, they're gonna pull the goalie soon. Oh my goodness, they're gonna pull the goalie soon. Okay, any minute now. Hold on. They're losing it. Another blue line. Hyman, go. Hyman. Hyman takes off like a roadrunner. Vroom! Right through both Tampa Bay defensemen. Vroom gets some separation. Hyman, he's on the run. He sees Vasilevsky. Oh no, Tampa's defensemen have some speed. They're a little bit faster than me. Okay, so they catch up to Hyman. Hyman's starting to feel some pressure from behind. I don't like this. And he just shoots the puck. Boom! Actually a pretty nice shot. Even got off the ice, surprisingly, for Hyman's standards. Ooh, Vasilevsky just barely got a tip of his pad on it. Flies up to the side of the net. Tampa manages to recover it and bring it back in. Oh my goodness. And Toronto ices the puck. Offensive zone face-off with 2.5 minutes to go. I don't like this. Yep, Vasilevsky is like 10 feet away out of his net. Yep, he's definitely, he's going. Okay, I think Toronto should do a timeout here potentially to try and strategize for this upcoming face-off. Hold on, Tampa takes a timeout. Tampa. Okay, I'll take that just in case if you want to challenge the upcoming goal that's about to happen. I'm fine with that. So it happens. Tampa, like most teams, a bunch of fourth liners coming over the boards. Yeah, Sheldon Keefe isn't fooled by that. He's like, yeah, that guy's definitely not playing. Nope, there's no way. They actually want to win this game, I think. And the next 2.5 minutes was just an absolute shooting gallery. Anderson, the Toronto Maple Leafs defense, doing the problem that they have had all year and even years in the past. Watching the puck. My goodness, Leafs. You see a man next to you. What do? You take that man, you lift their stick if the puck comes near, and you do everything in your power to avoid that guy from getting a shot on your goaltender. What do the Leafs do instead? Oh no, this guy's fine, he's not getting the puck. Oh jeez! He's stuck by Anderson! Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna work out for you. Oh, Anderson actually stopped it. Okay. I like when Anderson's actually doing good. When he can actually stop the puck. I like this. And the Leafs close it out. Leafs win. Boom. Leafs managed to pull up the victory 2-1, and the Maple Leafs have secured a 3-point lead over the Florida Panthers with a game in hand, which will be played by the Florida Panthers on Thursday. However, on Thursday, the Leafs will also be playing, so it'll kind of cancel each other out. Some things I want to talk about before we wrap this video up is, number one, the return of Morgan Rielly. Morgan Rielly, the stud on this blue line for the last couple of years. The only guy who even rivals Rielly on this blue line, in my opinion, in talent is Tyson Barrie, who has had a bad season, in my opinion, considering all the hype that he had around his name coming to the team. We were expecting for him to be another Rielly, and he just hasn't really been that, to be honest. And honestly, he has looked terrible on the power play, passing the puck back in a terrible manner, not really having any speed into the zone, and, well, coughing out the puck a lot. But Rielly looked to be like brand new on this team. He had a really good game on his game back. You saw like next to no rest. You could see that the team really enjoyed having him there. You even saw one of the first shifts in the first period. Nylander on his way back gives Rielly a little high five for the nice pass. You can tell that the team really likes having him there, and Rielly likes having him there. And the team just looked to be in their element when he was on the ice. A couple good up ice passes by Morgan Rielly, and he just looked like the old Morgan Rielly that we had a year ago. And I'm glad to have him back. Next topic, we have to talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs inconsistency problems. What is wrong with the Leafs? I swear to God, one game they could look like an absolute beer league team, like the game that they lost against the Zamboni driver who works for the team, 42-year-old. Oh my goodness, like the entire Western road trip. And then other games they can look like the dominant front runner for the cup that they were supposed to be this year. This game against Tampa a couple weeks ago when they beat the Penguins 2-0, and a couple other games I can mention down the stretch. The Leafs need to solve this problem of being great one night and terrible the next night. They need to find some type of consistency in their game where they can play good. And until they find that, I'm not trusting them in the playoffs, if there is a playoffs due to the coronavirus. How do you fix these inconsistency problems, you might ask? Well, it's pretty easy. Number one, skate. It's like people keep saying, oh, they were playing against really defensive, good-minded teams. There was no space on the ice. Guess what? You create space by skating. This game, there was tons of space. Wide open hockey. Why? It wasn't because Tampa was playing bad defensively, I'll tell you that right now. It was because the Leafs were skating and creating room with their feet, which is what we got to do every single game if we want to be able to win games. Alright, that'll do it for me. Please make sure to smash the subscribe button and smash the like button if you enjoyed. I really appreciate it. I should probably be back Tuesday or Wednesday. Probably be out by like Thursday. If that is a game, we'll have to see tomorrow. I might update you guys on that. Anyways, everybody, even if there is a coronavirus, I do believe that I'll be able to get enough videos out to keep you guys updated. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Armstrong Hyper Sports signing out. See ya.